I'm sitting on my bedroom floor at 11:30 at night, mascara halfway down my face, still wearing the outfit I picked out 3 weeks in advance, scrolling through Instagram and staring at a video of my best friend dancing at a house party. She told me she was too sick to attend. Let me back up. Her name is Cora, and we've been inseparable since freshman year. I'm 17 now, she just turned 18, and for the past 3 years, this girl has been my person. You know what I mean, the one you text before you even fully process a thought, the one who knows your order at every restaurant, the one your mom sets a place for at dinner, without even asking if she's coming over. We met in biology when our teacher paired us for a frog dissection, and Cora literally gagged so hard she knocked over a beaker. I laughed so hard I cried, and that was it. From that moment, we were just together, always. We had this thing where we'd plan each other's birthdays months in advance. Not like elaborate surprise parties or anything, just really intentional, thoughtful days. For her 17th, I organized a sunset picnic at the lake with all her favorite snacks, a playlist I spent 2 weeks curating, and I hand-painted this little wooden box for her jewelry. She cried. She literally held my face in her hands and said, "Nobody has ever made me feel this seen." That's the kind of friendship we had. Past tense, I'll get to that. For my 18th birthday, I wanted something simple but meaningful. I'd been talking about it since October. Dinner at this Thai place downtown that I love, then maybe a movie or just walking around the city being stupid. I invited 8 people total, my small, close circle. Cora was obviously the first person I told. She was supposed to help me plan it. She said she would. She promised. Here's the thing about Cora that I didn't let myself see clearly for a really long time. She had this pattern, subtle enough that I could always explain it away, but consistent enough that looking back now, it forms a pretty obvious picture. Whenever something good was happening for me, Cora would find a way to make it about herself or just not show up fully. When I got the lead in the school play junior year, she came to one of the 4 performances and spent most of that night talking about how she wished she'd auditioned instead. When I started dating Marcus for those few months, she'd make these little comments about how she never got to see me anymore, even though I literally rearranged my schedule to make sure we still had our Wednesday hangouts. When I got accepted into the summer writing program that I'd been dreaming about, her response was, "Oh, cool, I applied to something like that too." She hadn't. It wasn't every single time. That's what made it so confusing. Some days she was the most supportive, generous, loving friend in the entire world. She'd hype me up in my comments, she'd brag about me to people I'd never even met. She'd write me these long notes on my birthday about how I was her favorite human. But then other days, when the spotlight was on me in a way she couldn't share or redirect, something would shift. Her energy would change. She'd get quiet, or distracted, or suddenly have something going on. I always told myself I was overthinking it. I always told myself that's just how people are sometimes, and maybe that's true. But there's a difference between sometimes and every single time it counts. My birthday was on a Saturday. The reservation was at 7. I'd confirmed with everyone individually on Wednesday. Cora texted me back a string of exclamation points and said, and I quote, "I literally cannot wait. I'm wearing the green top. This is going to be so good." 3 days before, she was locked in, or so I thought. Saturday morning, I woke up to a text from her sent at 8:15. "Hey babe, I woke up feeling really awful. Like my throat is on fire and I'm so nauseous. I think I might be coming down with something. I'm going to try to sleep it off and see how I feel later, but I wanted to give you a heads up just in case." I was disappointed, but obviously I wasn't going to be mad at someone for being sick. I texted back, "Oh no, feel better, rest up and let me know how you're doing later. No pressure at all." Because that's what you say, that's what a good friend says. I even offered to drop off soup. She said no, she didn't want to get me sick on my birthday. By 4 o'clock, I hadn't heard from her, so I sent a little check-in. She replied at 4:45. "I'm so sorry. I still feel terrible. I don't think I can make it tonight. I feel so bad. Happy birthday, though. I love you so much. We'll celebrate soon, I promise." I told her it was okay. I told her I loved her too. I told her to drink water and rest. We went to dinner without her. It was still good. My friends were sweet. The food was amazing. Marcus brought me flowers, and everyone sang to me when the dessert came out. But there was an empty chair at the table. Literally, because I'd set the reservation for 9, including Cora, and there were 8 of us. I kept glancing at it. I kept thinking about how she was supposed to be sitting there. But I pushed through. I smiled. I blew out the candle on my mango sticky rice. I told myself it was fine. We got back to my house around 10:30. A few people came inside to hang for a bit. I was in the kitchen getting drinks when my friend Priya walked in holding her phone with this look on her face that I will never forget. It was this mixture of anger and pity and hesitation, like she knew she was about to ruin something, but also knew she had to. She said, "I don't want to upset you on your birthday, but I think you need to see this." She turned her phone around. On the screen was Cora's Instagram story, posted 45 minutes earlier. It was a video, her and three other girls from school, none of whom I'm particularly close with, at Jake Reeder's house party across town. Cora was in the green top. The green top she said she was going to wear to my dinner. She was dancing, holding a red cup, laughing with her head thrown back. She looked the opposite of sick. She looked like she was having the best night of her life. I just stood there. I think I said oh, and then I didn't say anything else for a while. Priya put her hand on my shoulder and said something, but I honestly couldn't hear her over the ringing in my ears. I wasn't even angry yet. I was just confused. Like my brain was trying to rearrange the facts into some configuration that made sense, some version of events where this wasn't exactly what it looked like. But there wasn't one. I didn't text Cora that night. I didn't post anything about it. I just went to bed and stared at the ceiling until I fell asleep. Sunday morning, I woke up to a text from her. Hope you had the best birthday ever. Love you. With no acknowledgement, no mention of the party, nothing. Like she didn't realize or didn't care that her Instagram story was visible to me. To everyone, I screenshot the story. I sent it to her with one line, glad you're feeling better. She didn't respond for 4 hours. 4 hours. And when she finally did, she called me. I picked up and the first thing she said was, okay, let me explain. And I said, please do. She told me that she really had been feeling sick in the morning, but then around 7 she started feeling better, and her friend Megan texted her about Jake's party, and she figured since she'd already missed my dinner she might as well not waste the night sitting at home. She said she didn't think it was a big deal. She said she felt bad about missing my birthday, but that it's not like you were alone, you had everyone else there. That sentence, it's not like you were alone, you had everyone else there. I felt something crack in my chest when she said that, because it told me everything. It told me that she didn't understand what her presence meant to me, or worse, she did understand and it simply didn't matter enough. I told her that it hurt. I told her it felt like she chose a random party over my birthday. I told her the empty chair at the table made me feel stupid. She got defensive. She said I was being dramatic, that she was allowed to make her own decisions about her own health and her own night, and that she shouldn't have to feel guilty for going out after she missed dinner. Then she said something that really got to me. She said, you always do this. You always make everything about you. I hung up, and this is the part where I probably messed up, I posted on my own story. Not naming her, not being explicit, but definitely pointed. I put up a black screen with white text that said, funny how some people are too sick for your birthday dinner but healthy enough to party the same night. Within 20 minutes, our entire friend group had seen it. People were DMing me, DMing her, asking what happened. It turned into a whole thing. Our mutual friends were split. Some said Cora was wrong. Some said I was being passive-aggressive and should have kept it private. The group chat we all shared got tense and awkward. Priya and my friend Devin were firmly on my side. But our friend Kai said I was making it bigger than it needed to be by posting about it, and honestly, he might not have been entirely wrong. Cora screenshot my story and sent it to our group chat with, wow, real mature, and then she left the chat. 3 other people followed her out within the hour. Just like that, our friend group was fractured. Over a birthday dinner and an Instagram story. Over soup I offered to bring and a green top worn to the wrong party. Here's the part I didn't find out until the following Tuesday. Priya was talking to Megan, the one who invited Cora to Jake's party, and Megan let something slip. She said Cora had told her on Friday night, the night before my birthday, that she wasn't feeling the dinner and was looking for an excuse not to go. Megan said Cora felt like my birthday stuff was always a lot, and that she didn't want to sit through a whole dinner pretending to be excited. She'd planned to skip it before she ever sent that morning text about being sick. The sore throat, the nausea, all of it was a cover story she'd come up with the night before. She was never coming. When Priya told me that, I didn't even feel vindicated. I just felt hollow, because it meant the friend I would have done anything for had decided, calmly and deliberately, that she just didn't want to show up for me. Not because she was sick, not because something came up. She simply didn't feel like it, and she lied to my face about it. That was 3 weeks ago. Cora and I haven't spoken since the phone call. Our friend group is still split. Some people hang out with her, some with me. A few try to do both and end up pleasing no one. I deleted the story I posted. I do regret that part. I should have handled it privately. I should have had the confrontation without an audience. But I also can't sit here and pretend that what she did was okay just because I didn't respond perfectly. I keep going back and forth. Part of me says she's allowed to not feel like going to a dinner. People have off days, people get socially tired, people don't always want to perform excitement. Maybe she was dealing with something I don't know about. But then the other part of me says she lied. She made up an illness, she let me worry about her, she let me feel grateful that she even told me in advance. And then she went out and partied in the outfit she was supposed to wear sitting next to me. That's not having an off day, that's making a choice. So I'm asking you, was I wrong for posting about it? Was I wrong for being this hurt? Or was she wrong for lying, skipping my birthday, and then telling me I was being dramatic for caring? Because honestly, I go back and forth every single day, and I still don't know the answer.